Jamahal Hill and Alex Pereira have an online dispute about what happened at their UFC 300 matchup where Alex Pereira won by first round KO. And today, we're going to talk about what happened. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. All right, guys, so Jamahal Hill is still talking about his UFC 300 loss to Alex Pereira, and it's just getting embarrassing at this point. It's coping, it's delusional, and it's not a good look. He says on Instagram, "Now I really haven't spoke about this, but I went to Brazil and dog walked your guy in one of the most one-sided ass whoopings in championship history, and after showed nothing but respect and paid homage. I've never celebrated over an opponent I beat and even called out my fans for disrespecting Johnny Walker after I slept him. But because I showed competitive fire and was excited to be back after an injury that could have ended my career, y'all think this was funny or cool. Alex Pereira, you really set up a punch you couldn't get without a weird, confusing moment and did some weak shit. But it's okay because you will fight me again and my eyes won't leave you until you're stiff as Izzy left you in Miami." Alex Pereira says, "You reap what you sow. Shama." Jamahal Hill responds with, "Yeah, remember that the next time you across from me." All right, guys, so there is some things to talk about here because the delusion train has left the station for Jamahal Hill. The delusion train starts with Jamahal Hill putting up $20,000 to spar trash-talking fans.
Yo, fuck all that, bro. At the end of the day, bro, y'all can only talk so much shit before somebody, you know what I mean, start to say something back. So for all y'all that's talking all this shit about this fighting shit, y'all want to speak on some fighting shit, we talk money shit, nigga. 20 bands. Pull up to the gym. Anybody that, all y'all that's talking on these posts and all of this shit, and talking this and that, I got 20 bands. Pull up to the gym, bro. Come get paid. I know y'all broke and need it.
So this is pretty delusional. I mean, maybe Alex Pereira knocked the sense out of him. Not knocked some sense into him, but knocked the sense out of him. And at least, hey, good for him that getting KO'd at UFC 300 made it so that he could afford to pay a fan $20,000 to spar. But listen, man, you're a fighter. This is part of the fight game. The same thing happens in baseball, basketball, football, hockey. You have people that freaking send death threats when you lose a game, or you go 0 for 3 in the World Series, or you miss a game-winning three-pointer, or you throw an interception in the fourth quarter. This is all the same thing. Like, I swear that some of these fighters are some of the most sensitive and delusional human beings out there. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect, at least I'm being disrespectful towards Jamahal Hill here because this is just insane coping. He doesn't realize how bad any of this looks. It's embarrassing, man. So I did a video about this same thing right after UFC 300 where he blamed Herb Dean for a weird reset, and he's still sticking to that. And this is a callback to one of my older videos where he copes about the loss to Alex Pereira before all of this.
It wasn't a groin. He pushed it off and then he came. It wasn't a groin strike, and him closing the angle on me while I'm trying to check and make sure he's good and things like that. It was a gritty competitive move. You know, I should have peeped it, caught on to, and protected myself against. You know, but if Herb Dean could have done anything, I would have liked to have had a more clean and better reset. Yeah.
He talks about wanting a clean and better reset, and I already did a video on this, so I'm not going to rehash this whole interview. And here's Jamahal Hill still coping, saying, from someone that commented, said, "You reset after the ref separated you. It was fair game." And Jamahal Hill says, "No, we didn't. I was asking him if he was good. Read my lips." And Herb signaled to continue behind me, out of my line of sight. "Go look. At no point in any fight do you ever see me step right like that in the center line. We talking all in 4 seconds." Well, how about he goes and looks to see that he threw the first punch after the reset. So I can't show the clip. I don't want to get copyrighted by the UFC for showing fight footage. But here's what I wanted to show about this unclean reset that he wasn't ready for. You can see right here, this is where the left hook hits Jamahal Hill. And as you can see, he has also thrown a punch of his own. He has thrown a left cross that grazed Alex Pereira's ear or shoulder or something like that. But the idea of a reset was not being clean. Jamahal Hill threw the first punch after the reset. So for him to call this bullshit, say that it was a BS stoppage, say that he wasn't ready, I mean, it's just not true. So this is where we're at. This is not new. Fighters tend to cope with bad losses, especially on big stages, where it would have been the biggest win of their career, And look, I feel bad for the guy. This is a tough way to go out. You look like shit in front of the fans, but if you can sleep better at night by coping like this, more power to you, man. So Alex Pereira very cleanly won at UFC 300. It was a groin strike. Anybody that watched the fight heard Jamahal Hill's foot hit the cup. It was loud. It was very audible. Clean reset. Jamahal Hill threw the first punch. This is just straight coping by Jamahal Hill. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they fight again. I think Alex Pereira beats him in a rematch if they end up fighting again. But I think Alex Pereira's next fight is going to be against Yuri Prochazka. So let me know what you guys think down below. Is Jamahal Hill coping? Is he right? Let me hear in the comments down below. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you want access to extra content aside from my regular videos, click the link in the description down below to become a channel member and get access to members-only live streams and other bonus perks. Or click the join button on our channel homepage. And if you're interested in some non-MMA content from me, check out my weekly podcast, the Hissyfit podcast, and check out my personal channel, Wyatt's World. I'll have them both linked in the description down below. Go watch this suggested video, and I'll see you next time.